Dr. Quinn, the Minister of Medicine, he's in the house, and we're talking about pickle juice. Yep, yeah, I know, right? Pickle juice. Why pickle juice? Well, it's sometimes people use it to hydrate, even great athletes. And Dr. Quinn, is that true?
That is true. Now, here's the deal. We did not have knowledge about this pickle juice when I played football 800 years ago. I remember so well we had a quarterback that was about 5'7". We used to call him Doug Flutie. I don't know if y'all know who Doug Flutie is. That goes way back as well. But he would get these cramps in his legs, his calves, and we had to bring him to the sideline, and they put in the backup quarterback that was terrible. He'd always throw the ball to the other team, and when we were like, oh, please don't let him get those cramps. I wish so bad we had the pickle juice back then. The pickle juice is like a phenomenon right now. If you watch TikTok, a lot of professional athletes, bikers, rugby players, football players, Tariq Hill, he drinks the pickle juice. He's with the Miami Dolphins. But here's the deal. The science is not there yet. There's not been a lot of research, but a lot of people are swearing by it, especially these professional athletes.
Yeah, that's interesting you said that. The science isn't necessarily there yet, but it seems to be word of mouth that it's starting to work. Why do you think that medically it would work? Because it doesn't seem like you would think about the ingredients of pickle juice. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it would, but I guess it does. Is there something in it?
Yes. What's being, what the theories are saying right now is it's the vinegar along with the sodium and the potassium. Now, they're serving to what's called block the neurological pathways to the muscles, because when a person has cramps, it's more of a neurological episode than a physiological episode where the nerves are just firing and it's making those muscles contract, and it's very painful, and it can be demobilizing, especially for athletes when they're doing the extreme workouts. So this is the science that's being theorized, or this is what's being suggested, but there haven't been a lot of experiments yet.
So if you just had a jar of pickles, you eat all the pickles, is that what we're talking about, pickle juice, or is it something that's completely different than what that would be?
It's completely different. It's actually not the actual pickles, but it's the liquid that they use to make the pickles. It's the vinegar along with the sodium and the potassium. It's the fluid around the pickles. And I listened to an interview by the owner of Pickle Juice, which is the company that makes the synthetic pickle juice that you can purchase, those little bottles that have pickles on them. And he said that they do not use pickles. They only use the vinegar and the sodium and potassium and the other substances that are used to make the pickles. So there's no pickles in pickle juice.
That's so interesting. So now people are using this, just athletes, just on the sidelines?
Many people are using it, just regular people like me that try to exercise, but as you get older like me, you'll get more of those cramps, because what happens is your neurological system, if you're not properly conditioned, will start firing off, making those muscles cramp. The best way to avoid it is to try to condition, maybe work your way up. Don't go run 8,000 miles on day one, but maybe start out walking and progress as you get in better shape. But the main reason why people catch cramps is they're overdoing it. Maybe they're not in the best shape yet, so you have to work your way up and hydrate and stretch.